The Ewaybill system provides a provision of offline method to generate the multiple Ewaybills in one go by the taxpayers or transporters. The offline tool can be downloaded by the user from Help, Tools, Bulk Generation Tools, option provided in the Ewaybill system. Then, please make sure you are using 2010 or higher version of MS Office. Read all the instructions, specification and validations in the welcome sheet of the tool. This will guide you how to proceed further. You can refer the master codes and validation sheets to cross-verify that the data entered is valid. Also, you can refer the sample Ewaybill sheet for sample invoices entered. The user has to select the type of category he belongs to, whether taxpayer or transporter, by selecting the radio button on the top of the Ewaybill sheet. Enter login details like GST IN or transporter ID, legal name, address, place, state and PIN code in the text boxes available in the same sheet. User has to now enter the transactions details by selecting the supply type as outward or inward. If taxpayer is generating the Ewaybill, then all the from and to transactions details will be auto-filled based on inward or outward supply type selected. Select the relevant subtype applicable to you from the drop-down list based on outward or inward supply type selected. The user has to select the document type from the drop-down list provided based on sub-supply type. Please refer the table 2 in the validation sheet for the details of supply type and document type accordingly mapped to it. If supply type is outward, then if sub-supply type is supply and document type is tax invoice, then from GST IN should be self or login GST IN, and to GST IN can either be URP or other party GST IN. Similarly, for inward supply type, if sub-supply type is supply and document type is tax invoice, then from GST IN can either be URP or other party GST IN, and to GST IN should be self or login GST IN. Refer the table for the subsequent subtypes. Enter the document number and document date. Select the relevant transaction type from the drop-down available. Now, the user has to enter the address details like from address 1, from address 2, from place, dispatch PIN code, bill from state, and dispatch from state from which the transaction will be done. Enter other party details such as to other party name, to GST IN, to address 1, to address 2, to place, ship to PIN code, bill to state and ship to state, to where exactly the consignment will be delivered. User has to enter the consignment details such as product name, product description, HSN code, unit, quantity, assessable value and tax rates. The tax rates will be validated based on bill from state and bill to state selected. Only standard tax rates will be taken into consideration. Please refer the table 1 in the validation sheet for standard tax rates. For intrastate, CGST and SGST will be applicable, and for interstate, IGST will be applicable. Cess and cess non-ad val is common for both. Now, user has to enter the taxable amount such as CGST amount, SGST amount, IGST amount, cess amount and cess non-ad val amount. Total invoice value indicates the sum of assessable value plus tax value. The user has an option to enter the other charges. Please note that, if a single invoice having multiple items, then the total invoice value and other charges should be same for all the items having same invoice number. Part B details includes transportation mode, distance, transporter name, transporter ID, trans document number, trans document date, vehicle number and vehicle type. If mode of transport is road, then select vehicle type as either regular or over-dimensional cargo. If mode of transport is rail or air or ship, then vehicle type should be regular. On entering all the details, user has to now validate the data entered by clicking on Validate button. If the entered data is not correct, then Ewaybill offline tool system will throw an error message which is shown in the last column of the same sheet. On validating the data successfully, the user has to prepare JSON file by clicking on Prepare JSON button. Once JSON file has been created, user has to log into the Ewaybill system with his credentials, and select the Generate Bulk option in the Ewaybill menu. Now click on Choose File button. The system will request you to select the JSON file created. Upload the file and click on Generate button. The system generates the Ewaybill for error-free requests and shows the Ewaybill number in the grid for them. The user can also export the results in an Excel file by clicking on Export to Excel and use them. In case of error-related requests, correct the error and generate the file again and process accordingly.